Well, good morning, guys. I want to welcome you to Sing, and that's Life TV. Shonda inspires nations to grow. And for those of you who may be new to this channel, do me one quick favor. I promise it won't take long. Subscribe and click the bell so that you can stay connected with me. I'm so eager and so excited to tap into my VSPs, my vibrational singing people. Well, listen. So how was your weekend this weekend? I hope you all were able to get some rest. I know here in Tennessee, we've been getting just a lot of rain. My son said, "Mom, why does it rain in the summertime? That's only supposed to happen in the spring and the fall." The minds of children. But anyway, I wanted to tap on in and talk with you guys today about forgiveness. And actually, this was a viewer request from several months ago. And I have not had an opportunity to kind of like circle back around and talk about it. So I want to talk to you all today about forgiveness. And, you know, think about it. Forgiving your way into alignment with God. Forgiving your way into alignment with God. What happens a lot of times, we're hurt by people. And we say with our mouth, we give this good lip service, it was the past, I learned the lesson, and I forgive them. I forgive them. But deep down inside of your heart and deep down inside of your mind, if that person was to do anything to trigger you, that would be the first thing to roll off of your tongue. And I really, really sincerely do believe that out of your mouth flows the issues of your life, which is linked to your heart and to your thoughts. And a lot of times when we're in a repetition of just ignoring problems, a repetition of just living our lives, or the trauma from whatever incident that may have occurred to cause you to harbor this resentment on the inside of yourself that's keeping you out of alignment with God. A lot of times we don't want to forgive people, or we want to hold a grudge on someone, and basically we're keeping ourselves out of reaching our full potential and aligning with God, aligning with that presence, that vibrational frequency, aligning with that good feeling, that warm sensation. We find ourselves tapping into it sometimes, but I don't know about you, but I want to live my life where I'm constantly like hooked up with God, hooked up with that good feeling, hooked up with that. And we just find ourselves not forgiving, because when you forgive someone, you pardon them. It doesn't mean that you have to really forget, but over time you really should forget. Because when you harbor resentment and hatred in your heart towards someone, it's knocking you out of alignment with what you are entitled to. The wealth, the success, the peace, the joy, the abundance, the love, the opportunities, the expansion, and just tapping into your pure, authentic self that God created you to be. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can only talk about me. My life journey has taken me into some places that if I didn't forgive people, there's no way I would have been able to advance the way that I have advanced. You name it, anything that could have possibly happened to someone, 9 times out of 10, it either happened to me, or it almost happened to me, or I know someone that it happened to. But I refuse to give the devil the glory in my story. I refuse not to take on the image of the loving, kind, divine, infinite, intelligent God that created me. I refuse to walk around here opening up my vibrational field, open up my life, opening up my experiences to low vibrational people, low vibrational circumstances, low vibrational opportunities, low vibrational curses, low vibrational anxieties, low vibrational stress, low vibrational hatred, low vibrational repetitious actions, all of these low vibrational things, and they all come from one thing that was planted on the inside of your heart, that someone done to hurt you, that someone done to possibly misuse you, that someone done to cheat you, that someone done to steal, to rob you. And if you know anything about any type of consciousness, You were out of alignment in the first place. And some things that happen to us, particularly when we're children and even into adulthood, we don't realize that, our thoughts control all of this stuff. But as a child, a lot of things happen that we had no control over. We had no control over. And what it does is it creates cycles and patterns and repetitions of pure foolishness in your life. And the next thing you know, you're a teenager. You're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s and 60s and acting a complete fool. Because all of that ignorance, ignoring the fact that someone hurts you so deep, and you give it this fake, phony, counterfeit lip service. But out of your heart reeks hatred. Out of your heart reeks pain. Out of your heart reeks generational curses that's happening in your family that you can't let go of, that you keep giving life to because you keep on talking about it. Out of your life reeks cheating somebody because somebody cheated you. Out of your life reeks hurting someone because someone hurt you. Out of your life reeks stealing from somebody because they stole from you, misusing someone because they misused you. But you forgive them, but your life is an absolute reflection of your thoughts, which shows through your repetitious actions that you didn't forgive. And then you wonder why you sit here broke, busted, disgusted, with no victory, no breakthrough, no expansion, no joy, and then you want to hate on somebody else because they got the joy. But I guarantee you, if you sat down and you talk to people and you had just a glimpse of their story, you'll see on numerous occasions, probably hundreds of times, where they had to come to grips with a situation, acknowledge that it happened, forgive them who did it, forgive themselves, forgive those before them that may have laid out this foolish pattern, embrace the change, enter into peace, enter into the alignment of God, and experience expansion. So the first thing that I want you to do when it comes to forgiveness is, for number one, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for falling for the okie doke. Forgive yourself for landing into a family of fools. Forgive yourself for just whatever you feel so low about yourself that you dare not even utter to anyone. The first thing I want you to do in order for you to experience forgiveness into the alignment with God is forgive you and let go and experience the freedom that you are entitled to according to, I believe, the word of God through Jesus Christ. Other people believe other things, but you are entitled to an alignment of love and freedom. That's the first thing you need to do. The second thing that you need to do to forgive yourself into alignment with the divine is forgive the ones that hurt you. Forgive them, and I mean truly forgive them, even if it means that you have to sit in it, feel it all over again. But I can guarantee you that on the other side of pain is always going to be victory. But also on the other side of pain is expansion and it's depth to your character and it's power. So that when someone else is going through an occurrence that you went through and you had the grace and the capacity to stand in the rhythm of God and sing a song of praise and forgiveness from the pure parts of who you really are, you will change hundreds of lives. Forgive those, for they know not what they're doing. Number 3, you have to learn the lesson. Learn the lesson of the whole occurrence, whether you brought it on yourself or not. Whether it happened in childhood and it laid a pattern into the subconscious part of your mind and you play out the script of the thing that happened to you when you had no control over it. Learn the lesson. Learn the lesson. Number 4, I want you to educate yourself about breaking the curses off of your life from not forgiving people. I want you to learn why you hold on to this stuff. What is that? Why do you allow that to control you? And number 5, I want you to enter into a place of rest. Because the word of God said that Christ came so that we could have this life and we can have it more abundantly. That means that we can have it to the fullness thereof, the richness thereof, the freedom thereof, the success thereof, the wealth thereof, the abundance whereof, anything that you could possibly imagine and conjure up in your mind, in forgiveness and belief, will align you with God in such a way that the universe has no choice to grant you your command. To grant you your command. Because you learned the lesson. You forgave them for it. You realize the brain is factored. You've educated yourself about the situation. You are doing the work on yourself to release the shock waves within your vibrational flow that's keeping you out of alignment for what you really sincerely do desire, and what you really sincerely do want, and what you really and surely should have. And I'm tired of people being robbed from the ghost of unforgiveness in your past that's keeping you angry, stressed out, bitter, broken, hurt, depressed, full of anxiety, full of addictions, eating disorders, alcoholism, pornography, misusing people for your own selfish pleasures because of the pain. It's time for you to stop, because the time is drawing near. The time is drawing near. And if you know that you deserve a life full of all the good things, then you have to release the bitterness of unforgiveness of all the bad things, and do the work and enter into the state of rest that you are entitled to as a child of the divine. As a child of the divine. And I want to affirm with you that all will be well. I want to say to you that it is already done. I want to speak life into the dark parts of your heart and your mind that keeps you bound, that keeps you into this repetition of foolishness. I want to breathe and impartate freedom into your subconscious and into your whole being, to let you know that you are worthy of all the good things, but you hurt yourself by not forgiving all the bad things that you have encountered in your life. Don't you know that sometimes you're in the fire so that something can come out of you that you had no part in, but it has to be released outside of you. And some people are divinely anointed to hurt you because there's something off inside of you that needs to be released. I want you to grasp a hold of that. I want you to grab a hold of that today. And I want to speak the life of forgiveness into your life. I want to speak it into your life so that you can align yourself. Forgive yourself into alignment with the divine nature, aura, vibration, and likeness of God. It is done. It is done. It is done. Subscribe and click that bell so you can stay connected and forgive yourself into the alignment of God with me. And I plan on seeing you, your girl, trying to be back on schedule. Bye now.